In this video, we will explain compound notes. Compound notes are basically Excel tables in order to elaborate a quote internally in your company. It facilitates the cost calculation for complex items or services, like a display which has multiple materials and accessories, or a placement service in which various items like displacement, expenses, or elaborate confluence. We will need to create these items, so we close down and we go to the items menu. As we can see, we have already created them. We have labor, displacement, and expenses. We close and we now create the compound note. In order to create it, we will need to create a new multi-order for any client we want. In this case, we will select client A. We will drag it to the right and we create the multi-order. We right-click and select Compound to create it. We double-click on it to open the compact dialog. The name and description are what appears in the quote. We will denominate it as services. Now we go to the items menu and we drag these items to the table. We will drag the expenses, the labor, and the displacement. For the expenses, we will establish one unit and we will give it a price of 11 euros. For the labor, we will introduce one unit, which will be the spent hours. We will give it a price of 10 euros. This will be the cost of working per hour. For the displacement, we will introduce 125 units, which will be the number of kilometers, and we will give a price of 39 cents. This will be the price per kilometer. The table is used like a spreadsheet in which you can add items to make the cost calculation. As I said before, it's like an Excel table. When you append something to that table, it is added to each unit of the compound node. Unless you select unique here, for example, in that case, the row will be shared between all the compound units. The selection value gives you the current selection value. The total unitarian, the price per compound node. Units will be the number of compound units, and total, the total value of the compound node. We press OK. We close the items menu. Now we will create a quote in order to see the results. We click right mouse button in the workspace and we select Quote. We connect it to the compound node. We right-click over the quote and we select Calculate Prices. As we can see, it appears the same value, 21. Now we will see the results exporting to PDF. We right-click over the quote and we select Export to PDF. As we can see, it appears the name, services, the units, and the total value.